Welcome to The Advisory, the first and last advice show on the internet where we answer questions to learn a little bit more about what it means to be human and what it means to be Christmas. All advice is final and legally binding. James, can I see that disclaimer, please and thank you?
Sure.
Oh, goodness gracious me, what's occurred? The following feature, I'm not going to read it out, but it's very Christmassy themed. Everything is sort of very Christmas. Welcome to our Christmas special, our first inaugural annual advisory Christmas, the hashtag Jingle with us Jamboree. James, I've noticed a few things occurring on your side of the digital ocean.
What do you mean?
Not the company. We're not sponsored by DigitalOcean. You sort of have a Santa. You sort of have a digital Santa vibe happening.
Yeah, it's 2022, tail end, heading into 2023. Yeah.
For now it's 2022.
And
yeah.
you know how I am with my digital stuff that I love so deeply. So
you love a filter.
Yeah, and the good news is that I could be what seems to be some form of woolen claymation nightmare Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Or I can be sort of like a wispy, magical, smoky beard Santa as well.
Okay. This one is sort of.
Sorry, I do need to be careful.
Like you've died.
I do need to be careful. Obviously, you see there's a lot of magic happening here, and you see the set and everything. There's a lot of Christmas magic, and it's localized dangerously on my face. So
to your face,
yeah, that you really do have to be careful because you can't.
Concentration-wise, it seems like
the
magic is dripping.
God damn it! God damn it!
What happened?
See, this is the problem with when you look. I'll admit it. I'm inexperienced when it comes to Christmas magic, okay? But I put it on my face and they said, be careful. Be careful. And I was like, I said, shut up back there. I know what I'm doing. And obviously you can see that, sometimes it just doesn't pan out. I'll torture some people. It's cool.
I need you to say more things.
Why? What do you mean? My face feels cold. Is something like, oh, it's pretty different than I'm assuming. What? What's up? What's happening?
James, what did you have for breakfast?
I had bacon and eggs on a bagel with a side of Christmas magic. Why?
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Can you say something like, instead of a deadpan voice, can you say, Jerry, I can't believe this?
Okay, yeah, sure. You know me. I'm very much a skilled actor, so.
Yeah. Imagine you're George Costanza.
Oh, okay.
Jerry, I can't believe this.
Oh, Seinfeld. It's Seinfeld. Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not going to do that. Yeah.
It's got glasses, which is what's really throwing me off and making it feel like you, if I'm being completely candid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is this just the show? Is this just you for the show? You're just going to just be draped in this Christmas magic the whole time?
This is why they tell you not to mess with Ouija boards, because they say you don't know what you're getting into. You don't know what you're getting into. They say that.
They do say that.
There's less warnings when it comes to Christmas magic, and I feel like
when you mess with the dead, they're a lot more explicit with the warnings, aren't they?
Yeah.
But when you just do the Christmas magic, the worst that happens is you get too jolly. But
exactly.
You've sort of run into a different issue, I think.
Yeah. Transformation, they did say, would be, possible, but you never think it's going to happen to you. You know what I mean? You always think it's going to happen to someone else. You know what I mean?
When you move, you yeah, oh yeah, do I know? Yeah.
You get it.
Yeah, do I? Boy, do I know. I like when you move your head. It sort of it it articulates absent your body. It's very good. I
Yeah.
am
Don't body shame
speechless.
me though. Let's not body shame me while I'm going through clearly a
No,
difficult
that's
time.
not. That wasn't what I was trying to do. I was just a little taken aback by the transformation. You look fab. You're basic. You're glowing. You're basically reflective.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that.
So we've got to. We've got to. This is really throwing me off my game. We have an action-packed Christmas special for you. We have a juicy, extra-long episode of The Advisory. It's all Crimbo themed. It's going to be hella jingles. We're going to have hella Christmas magic fun. We've got a very special episode of Guess the Forehead. We have a very special new game, which I'm going to do at the end of every year. And then we're going to have an exciting array of Christmas-themed questions, our feature question, and then our post-show, which you can only find on twitch.tv or the YouTube platform, where we were going to read a horror short story. Why a horror short story? I'm glad you asked. Reply to that in the comments. It helps the engagement algorithm. James, is there anything you want to get off your chest before we sort of crack into the old Christmas ham of advice? The Christmas ham of Guess the Forehead. I didn't write a bit down for that. I sort of feel like I've already fumbled this a bit. Can you help out? Can you say something? Anything you want to
Definitely.
say?
So what I was what I wanted to what's up?
You look a bit more yourself now.
My face feels a lot warmer. Did something happen?
Yeah, you've sort of sprouted quite a thick, bushy personality.
Yeah. I've been working on it off stream, obviously, but you know how it is.
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to grow mine out for a little bit. Getting the volume was the key part.
Definitely.
And then you kind of shape it. And what seems like what you've gone for is just pure.
Well, this is only it with Christmas magic. Unfortunately, if I just try and like shake it off a little bit, it does unfortunately just sort of look like this underneath. So, you know,
it looks like you've done a goatee.
Yeah. I'm working on it, but you know.
Your mistake was not starting when I did 3 months ago. That was your
Yeah.
This is a delightful turn of events. James, to celebrate our inaugural Christmas jingle with this episode, our inaugural advisory Christmas, we've made it 6 months. This is the official 6-month anniversary. I have purchased myself a bottle of the Macallan 12. It's triple cask, not double, and heavy double in stock. And I'm going to pour myself a very fine whiskey to celebrate Crimbo, to celebrate Christmas. If you're listening at home, it's that time of year. Put your feet up. If you're alcohol inclined, pour yourself a beverage. If you're not alcohol inclined, make yourself a nice cup of tea. Maybe get yourself a nice soda and strap in for what could be the funnest episode.
And once you're done getting that soda, fuck off.
Fuck out of here. There you go. That's the goodness. That's the golden.
I feel like is what the Grinch would say. That's not what I would say. I would say, get yourself something warm. Get cozy. You know?
Get cozy. Get yourself some nog.
Actually, we live in Australia. Get yourself something cool because it's a fucking hellish hellscape filled with hot nightmares.
A frosty beer. At about December 2nd every year on Slack, I change my profile picture to the Grinch, and then I change my status to the Grinch's face. But what I do is I make my profile picture the cartoon Grinch from when Benedict Cumberbatch was the Grinch, and I make my status the Jim Carrey Grinch. For no other reason than it really annoys people that they're two different Grinches.
Yeah,
and that they don't understand why I'm the Grinch. Yeah,
it's annoyed me.
And it's sort of a fun. It can cause some aggravation. I like
and
the
it
engagement.
It has.
And so mission accomplished, as they say in France. James, shall we get into the show, the Crimbo themed episode? I believe you have a very special, fun Christmas themed episode of Guess the Forehead for us.
Oh, don't I just?
Guess the Forehead for us.
Guys, welcome back to Guess the Forehead. No
welcome
theme
back
live.
To Guess the Forehead.
Oh.
Ba-da-ba-da. I did the theme song live.
David's been drinking.
I've been day drinking. So let's go. And you've been Juicing on that magic.
Well, you know, 'tis the season.
I
'Tis the
feel.
season. Yeah.
'Tis the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only a couple days left where you can sort of get the full use out of it. So you really sort of get it. Got to get it while the getting's good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
David, our favorite game, Guess the Forehead. This, is, of course, is a special Christmas edition of GTF. We're doing actors from popular Christmas films.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
Okay, this is really out of my wheelhouse.
Why is it out of your... What
I've
the fuck do you mean?
2 Christmas films. I've seen Elf.
Sorry, this week or in your life?
Probably in my life. I've seen Elf and I've seen Elf again. I think.
You are.
I've seen Elf twice.
I'm starting to see now why you change your status in your profile picture to the Grinch.
Yeah.
Because Because yeah.
It's the vibe. So this is going to be a real. Now, are they pictures of them in the film or just actors that have been in Christmas films?
It will be actors in Christmas films, and then whether you get it or don't get it, we will then reveal the film and a picture of the film that they've been in. So
okay, this should be a.
And again,
I should get how many other?
There's 5.
So I should get 0 out of 5.
There's 5 and a bonus. Little bonus round.
Oh, that's fun.
Obviously, if you're an audio listener, you're going to get absolutely nothing out of this. You should have watched it live, or you can watch the VOD on YouTube or Twitch or Spotify. You can watch it on Spotify.
Catch the video. Yeah. You can leave us. You can leave feedback on Spotify. You can answer the question of the episode. I discovered on my application the other day.
Oh.
Yeah, I was on my phone. I was. Not that I often watch our content, but I was checking it out, and it said underneath the thing, it was like, what do you think of this episode? And I could write a review on my podcast catcher of choice. Yeah,
6-star reviews only, please. Thank you.
If
head
they
over
don't
to
have
Spotify.
6, 5, and add a star in the comment. Let's get cracking,
David.
James.
This first Christmas man, once arrested for trafficking 1.4 pounds, a little over half a kilo of snow. 'Tis the season. This comedy actor spent 2 years and 4 months at a federal prison in Minnesota.
What?
Yeah.
What? Do you have it? Because you've pre-prepared hints previously. Do I get pre-prepared hints?
He's recently come under fire for some woke jokes in a recent Disney Plus series.
Tim Allen?
Ring a ding ding. It's Tim Allen.
I didn't recognize him with the gray. I was expecting a younger Tim Allen.
Well done.
What comedy? What did he do?
Tim
recently?
Tim Allen, the star of the Santa Claus 2, and the Santa Claus 3.
They're doing a new one, aren't they?
The Escape Clause and the new Disney Plus series, The Santa Clauses.
That's the new thing. Okay.
Yeah, basically in that series, he made a joke about like, oh, you can't even call kids naughty anymore, and a bunch of other sort of very politicized, great Christmus themed woke jokes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Wait, there were jokes about being woke?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the mug? Oh my god, that's an incredible mugshot. The mustache is powerful.
A stash on this cunt.
Yeah, so he really did. I didn't know he was into snow. That makes a lot of sense with what also occurred film wise. So,
well, you're 1 for 1.
Fun. Hey, that's all right. That's all right.
I secretly have a feeling that you're hustling me right now, and you've said, "Oh, I don't Christmas bloody films. They never come across my radar." Yet you're a secret Christmas film savant and serial Santa watcher.
Let's not jump the gun. Let's see how we go moving forward.
Okay.
I feel like that was a gimme because I've seen him a lot in my childhood. So let's not conspiracy theorize too early. I'm just leaning into it. Let's not conspiracy theorize too early.
Definitely. This annoying star of my least favorite insanely popular Christmas movie, was originally wanted to be a professional soccer player and a comedian whenever soccer wasn't in season.
Oh God. For those playing along at home, I have to, because of the way that the setup works, I have to wait for the stream lag to catch up so I can view it on my bigger screen. So I was squinting, being like, "Please show up." Okay. Slightly older gent, same kind of vintage. I can see him in my head. I don't know his name.
He first auditioned for SNL, where 75 other people were also trying out. He showed them a character he created called the Get Off the Shed guy, which got him the job.
What?
Yeah.
What is that? Is it Will Ferrell?
He's 2 for 2. It's Will Ferrell.
Can I be honest with you?
I'd prefer if you didn't.
I have no idea what Christmas film he's in.
He's in the fucking Elf.
Yeah.
You lunatic.
I've seen that.
The only Christmas film you've seen.
Not only have I seen it, I did an epod for Danielle at Level Story, and I read through like 12 pages of research about it, and I've apparently erased from my brain that he was in it. That's fun. I can't tell if I feel like I may not be a Christmas savant so much as I'm a Christmas dunce, where it's like my subconscious has stored this somewhere.
I'm being Christmas hustled. This isn't a kind thing to do so close to our jolliest day, by the way, David.
You're being Christmas gaslighted, is what you're being done, is what's being done to you.
All right.
Can you do me a favor? Can you frown for me?
Can I frown for you?
Yeah, I just, because the thing that's really interesting thing is when you move your eyebrows.
That's it. I don't really have I'm an extremely happy person. So
yeah, you don't got the meme muscle.
I don't have the muscles in my head to frown. So
yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
because all my muscles are specially designed to frown.
Give me a frown. Wow, scarily good at that. Scarily
powerful.
Good. Yeah. Felt
practice.
Felt the 10,000 hours. Felt the 10,000 hours in that one. Yeah. 2 for 2.
So what am I? 2 for 2. Okay, that's a good start. Hit me with more Crimbo magic. Let's go.
All right. This next famous actor.
So that's Donald Trump from Home Alone 2.
Filed for bankruptcy 6 times as the result of over-leveraged hotels, casinos, and many other failed business ventures.
And he may go to prison soon for inciting insurgency and treason. It's Donald J. Trump, everybody. So he's Home Alone 2, right?
Guest star in the hit 1992 cult classic Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Donald Trump uses all of his acting chops to briefly play a character completely unlike himself in real life, a successful businessman. So, just a little Christmas,
Tower, right?
A little Christmas jab on him there too.
Got him on the way in. Got him on the way past.
Also, I forgot to add this, but Will Ferrell starred in the Christmas movie Elf in 2003, and boy, don't it make the fucking rounds when Christmas time rolls around.
Oh, let's go. Yeah. Can I make a recommendation? I'm just going to pull up what this article is called. I don't usually do this, but it was by Danielle, and it was absolutely sensational. She wrote it this time last year about Elf.
If you are promoting, if you are about to promote your own publication, then we're going to need to talk compensation for Black Swan Society.
Okay, we can work it out in the background.
Yeah.
But so it's a really fabulous article by Danielle. Writing about the female character in that film, Charlotte, and the article is called "We Don't Talk About Charlotte from Elf Enough." You can find it at zeroindent.com. Danielle kind of dives into the way that film others and changes the positioning of women in context to the main plot. It's really interesting. Highly recommend.
Definitely. And if you've ever wondered why women are so obsessed with serial killers, or how the rise of selfies has caused an increase in the amount of accidental deaths, you can check out a wonderful podcast called Weird But Wonderful, available on all of those social media platforms of your choice. I just wanted to sort of level out if we were
I'm less offended by that because it's part of our network.
That is true. You do benefit from that. Fuck.
Yeah, so that was like, what you should have done was like, be like, this is my PayPal email address. Send me $5 if you want. Like you should have, do you know what I mean? Like you could have made some cash out of it.
That is true.
But instead what you've done is you've taken my promo and then promoted me as well.
I've double
Rookie
promoted
error.
you.
You've double promoted me.
Look, I'm high on
seriously,
Christmas magic, all right?
But juicing. Seriously though, like female writers in that space, really interesting. Highly recommend it. What am I? 3 for 3?
You are 3 for 3 as I am being hustled.
The
3 for 3, 3 days out from Christmas while I am being hustled live on the internet.
Let's go. Next one. Let's go.
The next one is perhaps fucking the easiest of all of them.
How is that? You had Trump last time. Wait, who is this? Oh, shit.
Actor, comedian, and writer, also a talented painter, has created numerous pieces of art that have been exhibited in galleries all around the world.
Oh, I have no idea who this is. I don't even recognize the hair. That's usually the big kind of... If I'm being candid with you, James,
yes,
the forehead doesn't help me too much. The hair is usually how I get it. That's why I fucked up Oprah.
It's good. I'll remember. I'm going to write that down. Can the producers make a note of that, please? Thank you. Yeah, just for next time.
Al? Yeah, Al, just write that down. No, don't look at me like that, Al. Just write it down. James asked you to write it down. He rolled his eyes at me, James. It's very disrespectful.
He rolled his eyes at you? Al?
He rolled his eyes at me.
Al? Christmas bonus coming your way, mate. Appreciate it.
Oh, now he's writing it down. I get how this business works. James,
sorry, just to clarify, I was giving him a Christmas bonus because he rolled his eyes at you, not to incentivize him to do it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to divest my shares in this business and quit. I have no earthly idea who this is. I think it might be... It's not Ben Stiller, but that's the closest I can get. I don't know who it is.
Is that who you're going with? Are you locking in Ben Stiller?
I've got no one else. I know it's not him, but I know he's done Christmas.
The first flop of the night. He's
Jim Carrey.
3 for 4. It's Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey starred as the Grinch in the 2002 live-action film Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
After I talked about the Grinch so much.
Obviously, there he is.
Beefed it. Oh, it's such a good look.
Now, a CIA specialist who is an expert in training spies to withstand torture was brought in to teach Jim Carrey distraction techniques and how to create mindsets to work through the discomfort of the makeup. That's how torturous wearing this over 100 pieces of prosthetic.
What?
To transform him. Yeah.
100 pieces.
Quote, if you are freaking out and spiraling downward, turn the television on, change your pattern, or have someone you know come up and smack you in the head, punch yourself in the leg, or smoke. Smoke as much as you possibly can, is what Jim Carrey said.
Yeah, you would need to smoke just a carton. This is like, 100 pieces.
Insane.
And presumably, like, that's like you're getting up at like 5, like, when it was height shooting. It was
hours.
Like, you'd be getting up at 5 a.m. That would be like 2 hours to put it on. Like, it's a whole. Yeah, that's full on. Good on him.
3 for 4. I'm starting to feel a little bit of Christmas joy spiral back into me.
I'm starting to stress out. I fucked up.
This is our final one.
Okay.
Let's see where he is in the list. This actor plays a father who will stop at nothing to get the season's hottest toy for his son.
It's Arnold.
In the 1996 classic.
It's Arnold. What's the toy that he's trying to get? It's Uberman or something. What's the thing called? Is that right?
Oh, it is Turbo Man.
Turbo Man. I was close.
Yes.
I got the man part. Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is an Austrian-American actor, producer, politician, former professional bodybuilder, best known for his roles in such films as the Terminator series, Predator, Conan the Barbarian, and his role as Mr. Freeze. Like I need to fucking tell you, it's Arnold fucking Schwarzenegger.
You don't know who he is, all right? You don't know it.
Right. So
he was the governor for
now, because you've clearly swindled me and you've hustled me. I've put in 100%. a bonus.
Oh,
and this is for all the marbles. So if you fumble this one, you fumble all the fucking marbles, all right?
All right. I'm gonna lean forward. I'm just gonna prepare my position. All right.
This man is the protagonist of this 1993 cult classic Christmas
Oh
film.
no. Oh no. I don't know who this is. This what year?
1993.
1990. Is he actually bald in real life, or is it for the role?
Both.
1993. Both.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Yes.
No. No. 1993. Christmas film. Oh, James, you've done me wrong here. I have no earthly idea. 1993.
It's a perfectly
Wait,
smooth head.
hang on a minute. That looks like, is that The Nightmare Before Christmas? Oh, I don't know who is in that.
It's Jack Skellington, the protagonist in the 1993 stop-motion animated film The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Do I get that? Because that was pretty fucking good.
He's the Pumpkin King of Halloween Town, a supernatural world based on the holiday of Halloween. Despite being the leader of Halloween Town, Jack becomes tired of Halloween.
He hates
and
it. He wants to be.
for something
goes to
new
Christmas land.
and different.
Yeah.
Eventually discovers Christmas Town and becomes obsessed with the holiday.
And let me tell you, he really beefs it. Spoilers. Do I get that? Does that count?
Unfortunately, it does look like you take home the trophy. So
you can add cheering in the post. You can add the crowds in the edit if you want.
I won't.
It's up to you. Okay.
Actually, I've forgotten the name of our producer. Al, would you be able to add crickets right as he's doing those cheering motions? Thank you so much.
That's actually just the normal background of the studio. He doesn't need to add them. He just needs to turn on the other mic. It'll pick up the crickets.
Perfect.
I've asked him to remove the crickets from the studio, but Al keeps saying that that's where they live and we're actually in their space.
That's fair.
So a few things. I didn't hustle you. Okay, I know it felt like that. The Trump was a gimme and the Tim Allen was a gimme. But the other ones were real. I was really stabbing in the dark, if I'm being completely candid.
Yeah, they really felt like stabs in the dark when you immediately got Arnold Schwarzenegger before the picture even fully rendered in on the screen.
It was the description. So it wasn't the forehead. Arnold! It was the things you were saying. It
was Arnold.
It's Arnold. It was Arnold.
So these hints
you should
are really what's giving it to us. Okay. Gotta
I think
wind it back on the hints.
I think they were too I did a show about pop culture and art for like 10 years. I think that I'm too plugged in to the zeitgeist and to the youth.
Definitely.
I think is the issue.
Definitely
so
how I would describe
what's done us in.
David, just run me through what social media platforms are you active on right now?
I sort of frequent YouTube.
Right. Let's not be 57 and call YouTube a social media platform, because
I frequent LinkedIn for work. It's exclusive. I exclusively.
There you go, everyone. That's all.
And that's sort of the
list. I don't need to say anything, but he's just given you the 2 social media platforms that he frequents. That's all you need to know. And now remember back to when he said he was plugged in to the Zeitgeist.
Zeitgeist, baby.
You know.
Jacked in like the Matrix. James, I thought it's the end of another beautiful, terrible year on this planet. I feel like ever since 2020, things have been going downhill, but we're here to bring some cheer. So I have devised a game that I've sort of taken a few ideas from Mr. Sunday Movies, and I've made it my own. What I'm going to do is I have 5 terrible reviews of the 5 most popular albums of 2022.
Okay.
Most popular albums. Sorry, not most popular, highest commercially grossing albums of 2022.
Okay.
And I'm gonna show and read you the review. I'm gonna show it to you because of our setup. The showing isn't really gonna help. I'm gonna have to read it to you because of the resolution, but I'm gonna show you the review. And then you're gonna guess the album, and then I will tell you who it is if you get it right, if you don't get it right, and then give you a bit of detail. So the first review, and this is the first time I've ever done this, so forgive the technical malfeasance.
I will not continue.
But as I said, it's going to be hard to read. We'll see how we go. First review comes from these all come from Google reviews, where you can just have a Google account and review a thing, and no one can stop you.
Perfect.
It's awesome. It's
the way the chaos of the internet should be.
Mm-hmm. So this one comes from Samar Iqbal, and the review is 1 star.
Mm-hmm.
These are all 1-star reviews for the highest grossing albums of the year. Too girly for my liking. Expectations were high for this one. Lyrics are on point as well as the subject matter, but his choice of beats and its features is the biggest letdown for such a talented MC. Don't be fooled by his name when purchasing this. 16 people found this helpful. So this is what I love. Very complimentary. Lyrics are on point as well as subject matter. Didn't care for it. 1 star. One of the biggest albums of the year.
See, this is where I'm really gonna fall off.
I'll accept the artist if you don't have the album name, by the way.
I'm gonna guarantee here's my prediction for this one. 0 for 5, because I do not listen to, I know you're a big top 40 guy, and hey, no shame to people who do that. You know, that's just not, there's no way of saying this without sounding like a fucking douchebag. I just don't listen to mainstream music. God, I hate that saying. I'm gonna say
no shame in that. Top 5 of the year. This is the Kendrick Lamar. Is the album.
Yeah, one of my faves.
It's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers by Kendrick Lamar. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers was the most nominated album by a male artist at the 65th Annual Grammy Awards, receiving 8 nominations, including Album of the Year, Best Rap Album, Song of the Year, and Record of the Year. Lamar became the first artist in any genre to be nominated for Album of the Year, with 4 consecutive lead studio albums since Billy Joel in 1983. On the album, Pitchfork said, quote, "A recurring motif anchors rapper Kendrick's long-awaited 5th album, one that feels packed with meaning. The sound of tap dancing anchors this troubled and occasionally troubling double album, delayed by writer's block and the pandemic. It is one that wrestles with the trauma of the Black experience as refracted through the lives of Lamar and his wider family, his partner and 2 children who grace the cover, his mother, uncles, aunties, and cousins," end quote. I was kind of hoping that you would have no clue for any of these, because I'm also not a big... Huh?
You've got it. We're there.
Yeah.
I have absolutely no frame of reference for any of these coming albums or artists that we're about to talk about. I'm going to assume that one of them's Taylor Swift. Am I going to be able to pick it out? Don't know. Let's find out.
I can tell you right now, one of them is. Or I'm messing with you. Next review comes from Louis M. 1 star, of course. 3 people found this helpful. "I love her, but this album is so bad. I'm sorry. I really wanted to like it."
That's your Taylor Swift right there.
Okay. You just guessed that because I said that it was in the mix. This is Renaissance by Beyonce.
Wouldn't have even known that Beyonce put out an album this year.
Until I Googled top albums of the year. I didn't know she did that. Renaissance by Beyonce. Renaissance was a commercial success. It debuted at #1 on the Billboard US Billboard 200 chart. Beyonce's 7th consecutive album to do so, and is certified platinum. It also reached #1 in Australia, Belgium, Canada, Denmark, France, Ireland, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Sweden, and the United Kingdom. The lead single, "Break My Soul," was released on June 20, 2022, and reached #1 on several charts worldwide, including the US. Pitchfork said, quote, "Renaissance is a feat of imagination, daydreaming about partying in the pandemic, capturing the feeling of thinking about all the places you wish you could have gone when you were just stuck in the crib. Unlike Lemonade or 2013's Beyonce, Renaissance sticks to the dance floor. No ballads or breakup panines, just pure energy, propulsive BPMs, and fuck 'em all strut." End quote. I have, if I'm being candid, no idea what that Pitchfork quote means at all. It just seems like a bunch of buzzwords.
Did they just say partying in the pandemic? Beyonce.
Partying in the pandemic.
Beyonce, it's very irresponsible. You know that there
being stuck in the crib.
You know that there were limitations about how many people that you could have around. So the fact, or assuming, you know, maybe you were going out to places as well, partying in the pandemic sounds pretty irresponsible. That's all I'm going to say about that one. Pretty upset.
I'm going to give you hints for the next the next three. So let me bring this bad boy up. So this next one is from Evangelina Lenti Jame, 1 star. 3 people found this helpful. You should have copied someone else's lyrics. So my hint for this one is this artist releases an album every year, if not 2.
This artist releases an album every year, if not 2. Well,
and he's been famous for being in his feelings.
I'll say Drake purely because you said in his feelings.
Yeah. That's ironic. For those who've listened to this album, they'll know where I'm going with this. So yeah, it is Drake. Honestly, never mind. It is probably the worst album he's ever made. This is Honestly Nevermind by Drake, a stylistic departure from Drake's previous releases. Honestly Nevermind adopts a dance house and Baltimore club sound. The album received generally positive reviews and debuted atop the Billboard 200 with 204,000 album equivalent units. It became Drake's 11th US #1 album. Pitchfork said, quote, "It's as if the goal of Honestly Nevermind is anonymity, inoffensively sort of fun music that simmers in the background all summer and beyond. That's the opposite of what the appeal of Drake's music has been for nearly 15 years, where it was like he wholeheartedly believed the world revolved around his trust issues and breakups. Unfortunately, Drake is the rare pop star who sounds better when he doesn't think about anyone but himself." End quote. This album is very bad. It is embarrassing that this got published. It's really fucking bad.
One, them saying this is more like a background track or whatever. Maybe Drake was going for sort of like a Starbucks easy listening, elevator music type album, stylistically. So that could have been where he was going with this one, having never heard it. Or
a Drake song ever, yeah.
And
you probably
also
heard Drake when you're at my apartment.
I think are you saying the album title correctly? Is it Honestly Nevermind, or is it
honestly, Nevermind?
Or is it Honestly Nevermind?
Nevermind.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Or is it Honestly?
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 Nevermind.
Nevermind.
Or like,
Nevermind.
Honestly. Nevermind. Like that.
Right.
Yeah.
What I would say is never mind this album. Don't listen to it.
Hot sound.
No one likes this album. Next one comes from Was Wade. This is 1 star. 2 people found this helpful. Life is hard at the moment anyway, without having to hear this a second time. Absolute overhype dirge. The over-the-top reviews make no sense. Advice to people who haven't suffered it yet: don't! And that's got an exclamation at the end.
Yeah. What's my hint on this one?
Your hint on this one is their music has been famous for its emotional truth and their ballads.
Adele.
It's Adele. 30 by Adele.
No, didn't even know she had an album. No idea.
No. That's 2 for 4. To be honest, neither did I until my boss told me. 30 reached #1 in 24 countries, including the UK, where it became Adele's 4th consecutive #1. Jesus Christ. Where it became Adele's 4th consecutive #1 album, making her the first act to debut all their albums atop the UK album charts. It garnered the highest first-week sales for an album by a female artist in the UK since Adele's own 25, and became 2021's bestseller in the country. The reason this is included is it came out in like December, January in different countries. In the US, it was Adele's 3rd consecutive Billboard 200 #1 album, and also became the best-selling album in 2021 and 2022. 30 was the world's best-selling album of 2021, selling 5.5 million copies in less than 2 months of its release. 30 won British Album of the Year at the Brit Awards 2022, making Adele the first solo artist in history to win the honor 3 times.
Is this one perhaps it could be?
Yeah.
My spidey sense tingling.
Let me read it first. So 1 star from Stephen Clothier. Boring, dull, listened once, then deleted. 11 people found this helpful.
Oh,
what do you think it is?
I think, part of me wants to say Lizzo, but I'm going to go with Taylor Swift. Yeah.
Yeah. Midnight's by Taylor Swift.
David's personal favorite album of the year, the one that
it's 100%.
He listened to too many times. Yep.
Close second. What's Jakey's album called? Close second by Rom-Com by Jakey. Midnight's by Taylor Swift. Midnight's is the 10th studio album from American singer-songwriter Taylor Swift, released, I'm not going to read the date. The album spawned 10 top 10 songs on the Billboard Hot 100, the most for any album in the same week. The lead single, Anti-Hero, scored Taylor Swift her 9th number one song in the US and topped the charts in 14 other territories. BuzzFeed News called it, quote, "For the uninitiated, Midnight's could be read as vague and lacking in specificity. But for those of us who have done the reading, Midnight's is a cohesive and at times stunning development for a songwriter who has made evolution her signature." End quote. Vulture said, quote, "Midnight's is a concept album that takes a peek into the life of the singer-songwriter on a number of eventful evenings in her development as an artist and as a significant other to the men in her past and present." End quote. I think what's interesting about this. So, okay, first of all, 3 out of 5, not bad. 3 out of 5, not bad. I love the idea
that means I win.
Fuck that shit. Yeah, but I feel like what you've what you've done is you had different rules.
Thank you, everyone.
James did win though. Yeah, that's
guys. Thank you so much. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank all of you really for keeping me plugged in to the Zeitgeist. Really, you know, I cherish and think of fondly all of those times that we all get together in the Discord and we chat about albums. It's truly a magical time for me, and I hope it is for you too. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Let's just do some...
This isn't a victory for me. It's a victory for you.
I knew you were going to say that. I think we could say victory for us. It's a victory for us. James, let's do some freaked up advice. Let's do some fudging advice on the advisory.
What?
Shall we?
45 minutes into this advice show. Shall we start the advice?
Should we continue our trend? Should we do the thing we always do and forget to do the advice?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I cannot deal with this. James, our first question comes from alarmed_problem_1940. Very weird username. These are all Christmas themed, by the way. Now,
what?
2 of these are about
on
weird,
this
right?
Christmas
on the
themed,
Christmas episode?
On the Christmas themed show? Wow. Well, sorry to bring to really sort of funk up the mood, but one of my questions is about Satanism. So that one's gonna not be Christmas related.
Right.
But all the rest will be.
You can love Christmas. You can love Satan at Christmas. Cut that out. You can love Satan at Christmas. Pretend I said the right thing.
Satan.
You could do that.
You can love Satan all the time.
Any time of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, any time of the year. And we do. We advocate for Satan. I'm not afraid to say it. A lot of people are scared to say it. I'll say it. We advocate for Satan here in the advisory.
Clip it. Clip it out of context.
Clip it out of Don't do that. Don't do that. I didn't mean that. Alarmed_problem_1940. 2 of these are about Christmas gifts. The third one is about a Christmas situation. First question. I really don't know what to get her for Christmas. For all my other friends, I have some ideas. She really likes Barnes and Noble's books, Stardew Valley, Minecraft, Demon Slayer, drawing, painting, small pottery, and stuff. This user is referring to their girlfriend. Don't know what to get them. All my friends I've got some ideas. My girlfriend, I'm plumb out of ideas. I didn't know that Barnes and Noble, a bookstore, was an interest. That's like saying, yeah, he's really into Bunnings. You know, he's really into it. And he also loves Rebar.
Sorry, those people exist.
Yeah, I wish they did.
Those people exist for some reason. And you know what they really don't like? People who don't love Bunnings for some reason. I don't know. People who froth Bunnings are a very strange group of people. Because, hey, if you want to be into Bunnings, be into Bunnings. But they also hate you if you're not into Bunnings.
It's a very specific energy.
Yes.
Where it's not judgy. It's like,
oh, it's judgy.
It's like,
it's judgy, dude. Because then they go, do you hate snags? Dog.
It's acidic. This it's but this is the thing. Like Judgy is like, oh, you don't read Keats, but they're like it's like acidic. They're like, oh, you don't look after your place.
You don't
like
love
supporting local business.
DIY. You don't love DIY, cunt. It's like, oh,
you
no,
don't like
DIY 's
supporting
fine.
local charities with a snag on a Saturday morning.
You don't
Because
like
half of
painting.
that money.
You don't like
goes to
painting
charity, mate.
walls on Saturdays. That's fine if you're into that. Hey, if I'm building a deck, I'm not inviting you around to help me, cunt. Okay, cool.
You're
Cool.
not going to help me treat my wood, mate, because you're not. You bloody. I give you the tool, mate. You look at me and like, what do I do with it, mate? And it's like,
I don't know if it's
these, you know.
I don't know if it's obvious. I've run into some pretty hate-filled Bunnings lovers in my time.
You seem like you've encountered some pretty anti Bunnings people. You know.
Yeah.
Oh my God! What happened?
What's up?
What's up?
What's happening? Did
You-
I sneezed my hair off again, didn't I?
Yeah. you
God
did
damn,
do
this
that one.
Christmas magic just works in the weirdest ways, dude.
Did you like pay it? Did you like find a genie? Like, how did you come into this Christmas magic?
The one that I hate the most is when it just puts your thoughts outside of your head. That's my least favorite one, because then everyone's
It's
like,
fairly discouraging for the viewers.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
yeah,
I think, you know, she's into books. Stardew Valley.
Mhm.
But can you buy her a bag of carrots? Is that something? They farm in Stardew Valley, I think. Buy her a bag of carrots? You got one. You got one right there. You could spare.
Well, I mean, we're
Give her that one.
we're looking over the obvious one here. She's into
What's that?
Stardew Valley and Minecraft. Can we buy her a pickaxe? Can we
Minecraft
buy her a
pickaxe?
pickaxe?
Like a real one or a Minecraft one?
A real one, dude.
I bet you Bunnings sells a real one.
Fucking
I bet they do.
go to a
Bunnings.
local hardware store, not
yeah.
Bunnings.
Pickaxe.
Keep
Go to
money
Mitre 10
out
if
of
you want.
Bunnings' pockets this Christmas.
Mitre 10 pickaxe.
Mitre 10.
Oh. You can buy yourself a pickaxe from Mitre 10. There you go. You can buy yourself lots of different kinds. You can get a Greenleaf Mini Matic with fiberglass handle. You can get yourself a Built Garden Pick End Matic. You can buy yourself a Cyclone Road Pick, or you can buy yourself a Spear and Jackson Matic cutter and fiberglass handle.
Perfect,
So
dude.
you got a lot of options.
I just looked up Stardew Valley has swords in it. She's into Stardew
Oh.
Valley Minecraft Demon Slayer. Get her a sword.
Get her a sword, bro.
Easy. Get her a fucking sword, dude.
A cool sword. Make sure it's sharp in case
Stab
you have
it
to
through
fight
a
off some
book!
demons. That's how you want to deliver it. Is you want to get a book, you want to jam it in there, and then wrap the whole thing up.
Yeah, well, she's into Barnes & Noble, books, Stardew Valley, Minecraft Demon Slayer. Get a sword, stab it through her favorite novel.
She'll get it. It's metaphors and whatnot. I assume. It's been a minute since I finished my writing degree, but she'll like it, right?
It's December 22. I'm hoping by now that you have all of the gifts for your loved ones nestled either safely under your tree or hidden somewhere in your house so they can't find them.
What's
I
the
hope
threshold?
you're
you
still
reckon?
not buying them.
What's the threshold you reckon? Like when is it like when does it go from I've been procrastinating to like I forgot? Like what do you think is the cutoff? Oh, it's
I
you got
think
Misty again.
I think
What do you think is the cutoff?
the cutoff is I'm gonna say Wednesday the 21st was the cutoff. Midweek last week of Christmas, you don't have the Christmas gifts.
Mm-hmm.
You've left it too late.
Mm-hmm.
You've left it way too late.
Mm-hmm. I think that's fair. I was gonna buy your Christmas gift like the 3rd week of January, probably. Instead of around then.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And
that
you'll
was sort of
notice
when I was planning on.
that I got your Christmas gift last weekend and delivered it straight to
I
your
did
door
notice that.
into your
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah. Mine was significantly harder to obtain because when you're sort of looking for low quality, what you'll find is a lot of time online, they're going to kind of try and sell you high quality produce and goods. And I was really looking for something cheap and shitty. It often takes a lot of time to arrive from China.
Right. Yeah.
So that was sort of my barrier there vis-a-vis your Christmas gift.
Yeah.
That was my biggest blocker timing wise.
Yours was pretty simple. Any old cheap tat that you just sort of walk past, you can just sort of like chuck in the trolley. Will David like that? Yeah.
Is that a good or service? He'll love it.
Is it filled with booze? He'll love that.
Now, that's not an accurate sentence. I do love booze. So
hey, that's why I got you booze.
You know what? You got me booze. And that, James, is the greatest gift of all.
Yeah.
We should do the next. So, okay, Sword, we solved it. Sword through her favorite novel, wrap it up. You may want to like put something on the bottom of the sword so that it doesn't, if she picks it up, it doesn't like pierce the wrapping paper. You may just want to put like something on the bottom there. But I think otherwise we've really done that one quite tidily. Next one comes from Imagining Infinity, which is a very good Reddit handle. Another gift question. My family is doing a Secret Santa gift exchange this year and are insisting there isn't a price cap, which is insane. We have extremely different income ranges that could cause problems. No shit. How can I help them to realize there needs to be a price cap?
Easy.
Yeah, go on.
Fuck the price cap, dude. What you're going to do is you're going to go get whatever the fuck. Give yourself a price cap. Let's say it's $20-$25, right? Go get that. Just buy like a bottle of wine or some shit. And then you're going to throw that into the mix. And then what you're going to want to do is the whole time to everyone on the day, even leading up to the day, you're going to really big note how much money you spent. You're like, oh my God, I'll tell you what, this Christmas, I think I've outdone myself. I have absolutely, let's just say, money no bounds this year. I've really gone above and beyond. Now, when the gifts finally do get circulated, you wait till they're all out and open. You pick the most expensive one, and then just, even if no one says anything, everyone will now assume that that was your gift.
It was yours, yeah.
And if you do have to, look, polite social company, no one's going to say anything, right? But everyone's going to think, oh, he got that. Because only one other person knows who got that item. And that's the person that bought it. And keep in mind, you've been big noting this, how much money you've spent the whole time saying, I've definitely bought the most expensive thing. Now, everyone's going to assume that that's yours. Or if they do come out and they go, no, I got that. You go, I don't think so. I said that I bought the most expensive gift this year. And obviously, Mum's holding the keys to her new race car red BMW.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously you probably got like some fucking bottle of wine or some cheap shit.
You got to that $20 bottle of Pinot. Like, what are we doing, Mum? Like,
and then it's only gonna make them look bad to really fight you on it. They're like, guys, no, guys, everyone believe me, please. I bought it, it's mine. And then you just go, you look around at everyone and then go, oh, it's a little bit desperate, isn't it? Oh, I don't know what this is, but you know what I mean? You get to really
making a scene.
You really get to play it up from, quite an advantageous position. And they only make themselves look worse the more they argue it. And the more they argue it, less people believe that they bought it.
This is quite Machiavellian, because if they resist, they're kind of digging their own grave.
Oh, yeah.
This is like, you kind of gone like a 4D chess route, I think. Because I was going to suggest the opposite, which is you spend like $1 because they don't know who it's from. Like, that's part of the thing with Secret Santa. And you just like, I don't know, like you buy a bottle of water and you wrap that up. And then when it gets revealed, you go, oh my God, that's really disingenuous. Why would someone spend so little on the gift when they could have spent as much money as they want? And then someone goes, oh, well, they could have at least spent and name a price. And then that becomes, oh, that'd be great if that was the cap.
Right.
You sort of go the other way around. Your thing, quite a lot of spycraft involved. Pretty high-minded for me.
It's going to take a
You know,
lot
I'd
of
much
improv on the day, but I feel
Yeah.
guys and gals, I believe you can
And
do it.
everything else. Hey,
I believe you can do it.
I think if you practice enough, take notes, be prepared.
No.
Nothing you can't
No,
do.
no, no, no.
Nothing you can't do.
No, no, no.
What, you want to go?
'Cause
Wait, you want to go off the cuff?
Yeah.
So you want to walk into a family
dude,
environment?
absolutely.
A
Because the more you do that, you're just going to
environment.
work yourself up. You're going to get anxious about the whole thing. I need you to hear me now. Trust that on the day you'll be able to handle whatever comes at you.
This is horrendous advice. If I walk into that situation unprepared, I'm going to be even more anxious.
No.
And you're saying trust that? What do you mean?
It's the silly season,
trust
dude.
what?
You're gonna spend so much of your time and energy, your mental focus. You're gonna stress yourself out, coming up with 37 different potential futures. None of them are going to originate, right? Going on
James,
the day.
That's less futures than infinity, which is what this user is imagining all the time. I feel like this is a break for them.
Trust. You can do it.
You're coming at this very lackadaisical. You're coming at this with a joy,
It's part
and
of
a
it.
pep in your step.
Because the more
I'm not taking it seriously. Is what I'm worried about.
The more you go into this, the more over prepared you are, the more rehearsed you're gonna sound when you need to sort of just have a snap back at something.
Snappy, yeah, okay.
Convince yourself.
Yeah.
I did buy that most expensive gift. And just what would the person who bought the most expensive gift act like? Guess we're gonna find out, dude. Because I fucking bought it.
Sort of method acting.
Yeah.
Like by the end of it, you believe you did what you went ahead and bought that.
Yep.
It's if I'm being honest, my criticism was unfounded, and I apologize for the dissent that I've caused on the podcast.
There's a saying. This came from. It's something to do with. When a hare is being chased by a predator, they don't even know.
Like a hare.
They don't even know which direction they're gonna run in. Right. Their body moves different.
They just
go. They're just going based on instinct. Because if they think about it before they make their move, they will start to give tells as to which direction they're going to go. And over time, evolutionarily, their predators would pick up on those patterns. Exactly. And that's what you've got to do.
No bullshit, James. I think that's great advice for any social scenario. Like when they expect you to zig, you just zag. You do your thing, man. Like you make it happen. Like I think that's just like genuinely solid advice for any
zag on
scenario.
Him.
Zag on him, baby. And let me tell you this as well. I don't understand. So the whole conceit of this question is you have a broad range of incomes. I get that. That's a complicated family dynamic. Aunt Patty is broke as fuck. Aunt Grace is rich as hell. But like, how is that your problem? Like, what you're doing is you're taking ownership of issues beyond your sphere of control, right? You're taking ownership of things that are outside of your sphere of control. What you need to do is be like the hare and just do what you feel like in the moment.
Exactly.
I feel like this is one of those questions of like, you don't need to help them realize there needs to be a price cap. You need to take a step back, let go, and buy something cheap so you have more money. And then pretend that you bought the expensive thing, like James said.
It's Robert Kurzban, evolutionary psychologist. We do not have full access to the reasons behind our decision-making because in evolutionary terms, we are better off not knowing. We have evolved to deceive ourselves in order that we are better at deceiving others. And that's what we have to embody at Christmas time.
I like that. Yeah. Because we have to pretend that we enjoy Karen's family.
Dog, I'm already LARPing. I'm LARPing Christmas. Okay?
Mate, I LARP every Christmas. It's like Karen's mom. Could you shut up?
Exactly.
And she's always talking about her job and her divorce and how difficult it's been for her this year. And it's like, Karen, I don't care. Just serve the ham. You
We're all
know? And
LARPing.
it's like,
We're all LARPing Christmas. So if we're gonna
but
if we're gonna LARP these we're gonna live action role play these
yeah.
social circumstances, we may
Uh-huh.
as well do it with a little bit of flair, off the cuff, a little bit of gusto, and create a little bit of drama for our own entertainment. Fuck it.
Mm.
Let's get
And
toxic this Christmas.
this is the advisory's official Christmas advice for 2022. Let's get toxic, baby.
Let's get
I want to
toxic.
see some passive aggressive commentary about the family member that you've been secretly pretending to like. I want to see some, like, the dinner gets served and your aunt has a second glass of wine and you go, Aunt Carol,
Ooh,
another glass of red. That's
yeah.
interesting.
Or
I want to see, like,
hit her
I
with
want to see you be.
hit her with a someone's thirsty. One of those. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Carol couldn't find the water. It's interesting.
Wow, yours is very
Carol,
yours is very sort of very pointed. You know what I mean?
I'm watching a lot of Mad Men. I've been watching a lot of people be very Nazi to each other,
Right.
with deliberate intention.
Right.
And I feel like I've absorbed that.
Keep in mind,
that 1960s vibe.
You know, hashtag Jingle with us, but hashtag
Jingle with us.
hashtag Let's Get Toxic this Christmas. It also needs to be fun for us. You know what I mean? That's the main part of it.
Oh, true.
Yeah. And I feel like if we're just being pointed about it, it's going to start to be taxing. So you got to have fun with it. And that's why you got to have these little sayings.
No,
you know, some serves the crackling. You go, oh man, I'm so bad at being toxic because normally I would just say
that's okay. That's okay.
I would just say this is delicious.
No. Let's run the scene. You serve the
okay. I'll bring in the crackling.
Pork, you serve the pork with the crackling stuff, and I'm gonna be the toxic bitch.
Okay.
I just need to just give me a second. I need to zone in. Gilmore Girls. Okay, I'm good.
Hey guys, just got some.
What's up, Jimmy? What's up, Jimbo?
Well, I've
got that lunch. Jimbo.
Yeah. Thank you so much for using my favorite nickname. Feel like we've talked about not calling me that. But anyways, guys, here's some drinks, and obviously here's the crackling that I've been working on.
Wow, that's it's really you've cooked it really well. You've cooked it for a really long time. And I can see that it crackled and then you kept it in the oven, which is really exciting for me. I love the black bits. I feel like they give you that extra flavor. Did you do that on purpose, or what were you thinking that? Because I love the black bits myself, but I know that my mom doesn't love them. So what was thinking there? Like, what's going on, buddy?
It was an artistic choice.
And so the choice was you wanted to add burn bits to the crack. I'm sorry, but that's what I meant. I just meant like you wanted to add some extra carbon to the crackling.
Yeah, no.
And you sort of did that on purpose.
Yeah. Just pick around those bits.
Just cut around it. I would love to, but as you can see from what you've plated up in front of us, that's most of the crackling. And so at best, Rich can get a little nibble. And you specifically invited us here from Ted's cousin's house just for the crackling and for the pork. And I'm just looking at what you presented, and it just seems like you made a weird choice to keep it in the oven. That's all. Like, it's like I'm not upset about it. I'm confused because that was sort of the whole sales pitch. We could have been at Ted's mum's place, but we're here. And so that was the whole reason we came. But you've done such a good job with the spread. I'm so proud of you. I love that the beard tracks like half a second behind.
Guys, I've had a quick think. Thank you, end scene. Thank you so much. Guys, I've had a quick think about hashtag Let's Get Toxic this Christmas. I think maybe we shouldn't. Maybe just sort of.
Why?
Maybe we shouldn't now. Well, I'd like to be a bit more specific. I think maybe some people shouldn't get toxic
Felt very pointed.
This Christmas.
Felt very.
Some people.
Can you do that again? Because your entire beard vanished for a second.
Sure, I can do that.
It was pretty exciting.
What's up?
Right, you're in sort of you're in between dimensions.
Did I make myself blurry again?
You said, yeah, you're kind of fuzzing and fizzing and sort of shifting.
There we go.
I can't get over this. It's such a good look. So I feel like we helped. I'm not sure how, but I feel like we did that. Next Christmas question, James. You should be in a really good position to help with, vis-a-vis your look, vis-a-vis your notes, vis-a-vis your hat. This one, I just copied down the title because I thought it was excellent. Today, I single-handedly ruined Christmas. What now? We love it. Now, this is going to sound like a real DMAC thing to say, but this wasn't me. This was fully anonymous from the internet. I got this from Reddit. I didn't write this. I just want to be very explicit. So it's not Christmas yet, but I got it from the internet. I went online and I found this online. Yeah. I didn't say this.
Okay.
You don't. So the way that you said that makes it sound like you don't believe me, but I didn't write this. This was from the internet.
Yeah. No. This is from the internet. And I believe it. I also I really want to stress that some people shouldn't be toxic this Christmas because some people don't know how to have fun with it in a fun way, and it really it feels almost like some people are emotionally walking into a post office and sort of gunning a bunch of people down because they've sort of like pent up their rage for a long time.
Weird you'd say that. It sounds like you're insecure about your own emotions and you're taking it out on the rest of us.
Oh God. Okay. He's doing it to me. He's doing it to me.
At Christmas, James. Come on, I'm wearing the hat and everything. That's actually really rude of you to bring that up right now. And it feels like you're trying to gaslight me into feeling guilty about just living my best life.
Oh no. He's gotten so high on the toxicity of Christmas that it's bled out of just that. Some people localize it to just the 25th. David's getting it in early. Christmas creep is a real problem. And now we've got Christmas toxic creep.
Christmas creep? What are you saying about me? I feel like, if anything, you're the one that looks at my butt too much. So it's weird you bring that up in front of me. That's very strange.
Maybe we should just jump into the next question.
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah.
Sorry. If that's what you want. I don't want to step on your toes.
Obvious.
Okay. I don't want to harsh your vibe, man. Okay, but like there's two of us here, and it feels like you're making it about yourself. So
yes, please. If we could direct this attention to someone else and not me now, I'd very much appreciate that. And if you're watching or listening at home,
it's oddly defensive.
So
I'd say
help.
So it's not Christmas yet, but I ruined it already.
Yeah,
classic.
Yeah, some people are sort of doing that. It seems. You
don't have to talk about yourself in the third person, James.
Right.
Sorry. If you want to, I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah.
But it's like
I wish someone would stop him.
It's pretty transparent.
I wish someone would stop him. You know what I mean?
You don't have to talk about yourself in the third person. You can just say I. You don't have to say he. Today, the topic of what Christmas means came up. I've been called the Grinch for a week or two now, and I tried to. By the way, this sucks to read. I just want to flag. I mean, I know we had a bit of fun before, but this one's. Yep. I've been called the Grinch for 2 weeks or so now, and I tried rationalizing why Christmas isn't a holiday. I have a lukewarm reaction to it. I tried making a point about how corporate greed taints the holiday by making it more about gift giving than spending time with family. It's weird people called you the Grinch, bro.
Hold on. Run that by me again, that last bit.
So I've been called, okay, I'm going to skip the Grinch bit. I tried rationalizing why Christmas isn't a holiday, and I have a lukewarm reaction to it. And I got a lukewarm reaction. I tried making a point about how corporate greed taints the holiday by making it more about gift giving than spending time with family.
Okay.
So very
Holy-
popular guy.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck, this is some Grinchy shit.
Really,
Hey
it's
guys,
real Grinchy.
hey guys, let's all gather around. Guys, we're gonna put on a couple of Hallmark Christmas movies tonight. We're gonna eat some shitty fucking. We're gonna drink some shitty fucking Pauls.
Actually, I don't think we should because
Some
Christmas
eggnog?
is actually Christmas is actually about corporate.
Here you go, guys.
They're just
Pass out the
trying to
candy
make you-
canes. Pass out the candy canes, everyone. We're gonna what? Oh,
trying to make you
Christmas
buy
time together.
stuff.
Someone turn the bloody Christmas tree lights on. This is gonna be so much fun.
Don't do that. It's supporting Jeff Bezos.
Holy fucking Christ. And this chirpy cunt is in the background the whole time being like, actually, Christmas is actually really, it's really gotten real like corporate greedy lately. And I think that it should be more about spending time with
sell products.
Yeah, dude. It should be more about spending time with family. Oh, you're fun to be around when you're talking about this stuff.
It's weird they called you the Grinch. Okay. Don't change again. I didn't say it this way directly, but my mom's boyfriend spoke up and said that it's all for the rich to take your money. I will admit, it's my fault that I was unable to make my point clearly. So the mom's boyfriend also sucks. However,
dude, you've Grinched it so hard that your Grinch poison has leaked into someone else, and now there's two Grinches.
Yeah, it done spread. But what I love about this is someone calls the bluff. We are both the bad guy because now my mom is saying that we will never have another Christmas. All gifts will be returned and there won't be any celebration at all. I literally just bought gifts, but it's not so much about the items as it is about the thought and utility of the gifts. I'll answer questions as needed, but I just want to know where I go from here. I get she's probably talking out of him. This gets worse, where he gaslights his mom. You ready for this?
Yeah.
I get she's probably talking out of impulse and emotion, but I need a way forward here.
Wow. Oh, we've got another one of those frequenters of Reddit constantly talking about how I only use logic and never my emotions. Fuck
what
me
I've done
dead.
is I've outthought my mother, and she's called my bluff. And how can I outmaneuver her on the chessboard of Christmas?
I like how they're saying, oh, I literally just bought gifts, and it's not so much about the item, you know, it's more about the thought and the utility of the gift. So you're buying gifts with a solely utilitarian value. Oh, they must be fun. What a shame I'm not going to be able to give these pair of socks to my brother Jack.
But it's also contradictory. It's not so much about the item as it is about the utility. The item, like, that's a contradictory thing to say. If it's about the item, it's about the item's utility. Like, it's a direct contradiction.
The captain of rational thought right here, guiding us through the sea of emotions that we're all waiting around in.
I'm so glad.
Hasn't had a fucking second thought about his own fucking point. How about
Weird.
For a couple days out of the year, right? December.
Just pretend.
You shut the fuck up and you pretend. You pretend. Get lost in the sauce. Bake stuff. Hang out with friends and family. Drink too much. Eat too much food. Watch silly movies and stuff.
Watch Elf twice.
Don't fucking do that. We're trying to make his Christmas better, not worse.
Sorry, watch Elf once.
Don't watch Elf. Buy Elf on DVD and burn it. That'll be fun. And I don't mean burn it as in pirate it. I mean physically set it on fucking fire.
Yeah.
Just get goofy with it. Have fun for a little bit.
Learn to let go. Learn to let go and just bliss out.
See, this is the problem.
This is the one time a year. This is the one time a year.
We can't do this. We can't tell people to get toxic this Christmas because technically this person is getting toxic this Christmas and they're not doing it in the fun way.
To be fair, getting toxic this Christmas was your idea. You done said it, and I was trying to back you up because I was yes-anding you, and it was your idea.
You weren't yes-anding me, mate. Sorry! You are the reason.
Let's be careful.
No. You're the reason I had to wind it back. because I was like, oh, we're gonna get silly and goofy with a little bit of fun toxicity. We're gonna be like sassy, it's that kind of stuff. And then you came in and showed me what toxicity this Christmas would look like, and I went, oh, that's why we shouldn't do it. I wasn't considering all of the negative variables or how people could take this. And you gave me a glimpse. You showed me the other side of the coin, and I said, what have I done?
I think a part of my value that I bring to our friendship and the show is that, much like Oppenheimer, I kind of see the potential negative consequences, and I'm able to express and voice those in a way that you're too cowardly to. And so while you're a fun coward, I'm the sort of fun, realistic one.
This is exactly really what I'm talking about, everyone.
So I think what you've done here is you're gaslighting me into thinking I've done something wrong, when in fact it was you that did something wrong.
It's clearly evident by what is on our faces right now. I am filled with Christmas joy and laughter. You know my saying, live, laugh, laugh. Okay? We've talked about this before. And you can see the Christmas joy and magic that has really fused itself with every fiber of my being. And you, on the other hand, your heart is frozen over and it's grown 2 sizes too small. Not unlike the Grinch. And you've Grinched it. And this doesn't bring me Christmas joy and love and laugh and love to say these things. But I think this Christmas, you should LARP being a joyful, jolly old silly goose. And and just for you, let's not get toxic this Christmas.
Just for me?
Yeah, and I'm gonna suggest it to everyone else as well. Let's all agree to not get toxic this Christmas, but especially David, and also
feels like backflipping. David, you
should LARP, live, laugh, and Christmas love and joy and silly gooseness.
Okay. So first of all really good inputs, really good suggestions.
Thank you.
All I would say to you, the voter at home, is that, as you would have noted previously in this episode, James suggested to get toxic at Christmas.
Yeah.
And he has backflipped on his promises, on his ideals.
Okay.
And if you vote him into office, that's what you can expect from him as a candidate, is backflipping. It's changing his mind on a dime and not believing in anything he stands for.
What I would
do
really
not
say,
vote for James as Christmas president.
Thank you so much.
Because he will lie to you.
Sorry, David. The person is saying that your minutes are up. Thank you.
That's what he was saying.
My time for rebuttal.
Me an iced tea.
My time for rebuttal. Thank you.
Your time for I
guys. He says that I'm a backflipper on points. I would look at it as I live to learn, and I learn to live. And I might say things, but we all learn and we all grow. And it's from that learning and that growing and that growth and living and laughing that you really learn to know yourself and your values, your beliefs, your ideals, your vision for the future. It can change. And it's changed for me. 2022, I saw a fun little toxic Christmas where we could all have a silly goose time and really sort of batten down the hatches. We could LARP it up and just have, a little bit of toxic fun. But I see that that's a nuanced issue. A lot of my constituents have really expressed concern about getting toxic this Christmas, and I've done a lot of deep soul searching and thinking on it. Been talking to my wife, Samantha. And as I look at the faces of our 2 young daughters, James Jr. and Sam Jr. We really shouldn't have named our daughters after ourselves. I think that's not a
it's very confusing.
That's not a Christmas or a future that I want for me, my wife, my children, or for you. So I have learned this Christmas, as you can see, I'm literally covered with Christmas joy and Christmas magic. I think we LARP this Christmas. If you feel you must, if you don't feel the silly goose energy deep down inside, then I say LARP the silly goose energy this Christmas. Live, laugh, and laugh. Jingle with us. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. You should vote for James. I withdraw my candidacy.
Wow. Wow.
And I know that at the booths this Christmas, I'll be submitting a ballot for James. And you should too.
It's a Christmas miracle.
We've done it. We've done it, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Wow. Now, a lot of people, they say we can't be miraculous, but check your fucking self, because that was... Did we solve democracy, James?
Yes. Obviously, we did. Just now.
We did.
Two strapping young lads.
So young.
With the spirit of... It's so young, so strapping.
So young and handsome, full of the Christmas spirit, and we done solved democracy. And a lot of people said we couldn't do it, James. They said we couldn't do it, and those are haters, and you should shake it off, like Taylor tells us, because the haters don't get a foothold here on the advisory, and especially on the Christmas episode of the advisory, where it's only love because James decided last minute to cancel Toxic Christmas. Even though I prepared notes and minutes and a series of pranks, he decided last minute to cancel that. A lot of my work has gone out the window. A lot of my preparation's gone out the window, but he decided that, and now we're here, and it's been a beautiful experience.
Well,
and you're welcome for sharing it with us.
The guy who created ChatGPT and OpenAI did say that the biggest skills for the future are going to be adaptability and resilience. Obviously, he'd say that because he's about to light all of our jobs on fire.
Because he's going to destroy everyone's careers.
Cast us out to a barren wasteland where we're literally overrun by computers. So
I'm excited about it.
Oh, well, that's good.
I think it'll be fun. I played a lot of Fallout New Vegas. I feel like I'm prepared.
Yeah. I'm really banking on bottle caps being a currency.
Same. Yeah. And
can
I
lids.
hope that they find a
little pull ring
lids,
tabs.
bottle caps.
Yeah.
Oh, the tabs. That tabs is good.
Yeah.
I sort of hope that sort of my body, I can sell my body, and that will get me through the apocalypse. My tender flesh will get me there. All to say, we've got some fun stuff coming up. So this is our feature question, titled, "Is my Christmas gift idea for my husband disingenuous if I use a little technological assistance? Looking to spruce up the old gift with the old computer." So my husband, I'm not going to give you the ages. So my husband is a talented pianist. He's not active in any groups or anything, but he learned as a teen, and it always came naturally to him. He still likes to sit down and play. I grew up taking piano lessons for 10 years and also enjoy it. For a Christmas present, I decided to learn one of his favorite piano pieces and make him a recording of it. A gift I know he would love for its meaning and sentimentalism. She meant sentimentality, but it's Reddit. My dilemma is this. I really only started practicing the song on December 1st, and it is difficult in all caps. He admitted that it's above even his skill level at some spots, and he is definitely the more talented one of us. Being honest with myself, it's unlikely I'll be able to learn the entire thing in time. However, I do think I could learn each hand individually and then overlay the separate tracks on GarageBand, creating the whole song. On one hand, I think he would admire the dedication to learning it in any manner. On the other hand, it kind of feels like cheating and is not authentic. Mostly, I just overthink everything and would like an unbiased perspective. Now, this is the post of a cheating cheater. This is someone who is cheating and cheating and doing a cheat for their partner and cheating the Christmas spirit. What you've done is you've looked at the Christmas spirit, you've gazed into it, and you've said to yourself, I would like to lie to the Christmas spirit, is what you've done. You've taken a gander at you've lied, Saint Nick, joy, family, drinks, And what you've done is you've looked him dead in the eye and you've said, Nick, I'm going to lie to you, is what you've done. Because
Wow.
if you do this, okay, if you do this and you okay, Premiere Pro, a little After Effects, a little GarageBand, you get in there, a little computer wizardry. What you've done is you've lied. And I think that on Christmas there should be no lies. No games, no carnivals, no lies. And this is a lie on Christmas.
Okay.
Is what you're asking, should I lie on Christmas? Emphatically, I don't think you should. I think that's you're offending Santa, you're offending Nick, and you're offending me. So
I will just quickly say that we have talked a lot about LARPing this Christmas, which is technically a form of lying. So
it's not lying if I believe it. If I embody it, if I'm one with it.
That's good.
So
that's good.
So.
That's someone say that that's circumventing the lie, but that's neither here nor there.
What this? If you have to ask, you don't believe it. Is what I feel. If you have to ask, you don't believe it.
I think that using a little bit of technological intervention is, look, let's face it, it's a good way to get the job done. If what you're going for is, at the end of the day, the finished result as the recording, I will say it comes with a pretty significant asterisk and a caution. If he plays the recording and says, that's wonderful, you should play it for everyone at our Christmas lunch or dinner, or, oh, that's wonderful, please can I see you play it? And then you have to do the live rendition knowing full well that you can't do it because you lied.
You lied. Because this is the double threat of it. Is someone could watch it and be like, you're not doing that in real time. And then so that's one threat. And then if they catch you, just play it. You're back. You're in a bit of trouble. Also, you presumably live with your husband. If he just on like a random Sunday is like, hey babe, let's play it together, you're fucked. Like, this isn't a lie that goes away after Christmas. Like, if this is his favorite song and he's playing it all the time, do you know what I mean?
Because there's so many ways to get out of that. If he says, let's play it together,
name 3.
Perfect, easy, done. So if I go through with it and he says, please can I see you play it live? You go, why, certainly you can. But he can't be sitting next to you. You go, oh, I really just, the way that I've practiced it, I really sort of had my own space. I really need to like get back into that zone. So if you wouldn't mind sitting far away over there on the couch, and then obviously you
play the recording.
You press play on the recording and you mime it. Again, like we've talked about on the podcast, very much like what my friend, I'm going to fully name him, Matt Russell did. When we did music at school and I could actually play instruments and he would stand next to me and he would mime it so that he would get the passing grade as well. Matt, I would never rat you out. Mr. Grigg will never know. Now.
That's 1. 2 more.
Easy. The second one is
you got it.
What are the other what are the other scenarios?
No, because it's gonna come up. Maybe like he's like, hey, we should play it together.
Oh, easy. You just go, oh, no. I love watching you play so much. I couldn't possibly. I want to watch you play. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but it's actually one of my fondest memories, and one of my favorite times is sitting back on the couch, feet up, watching the love of my life play his favorite music on the piano.
Okay, that's
Please, can you do that for me? And then, so you've gotten yourself out of it. Yep. Hit me with another scenario.
Other scenario would be you're at like a dinner party, and he's like, oh my God, you'll never believe it. For Christmas, she learned my favorite song. Babe, could you play it now? And they have a piano.
Absolutely.
So that's probably the last one.
Absolutely, I can.
Yeah. If you want to deal with that one really quickly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Easy.
If you want to deal with that one really quickly.
So you go up to the piano. Now, there are contextually, there's going to be a lot of different ways to handle this. Now, essentially what we're going to do
I'm just looking for one. I'm just looking for one.
But I'm saying the context could there's so many different solutions to this, right?
Okay,
But
I need
the
your precise
overarching.
con-
Okay, yeah. Give me the precise.
Okay. So you're living in South London.
Yes.
You're both expats, you and Sam, and you're catching up with like a doctor friend of yours and his wife, and there's like an Australian who is the friend of somebody or some such, and she's coming over for dinner, and you're at the expat doctor's place. So it's, you know, you and your wife, this doctor and his wife that you know, and then this like random stranger, and you know, the doctor's like, oh, you know, blah 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 blah, Christmas, whatever, and then your husband is like, oh my god, like, you know, James, you know, learn this song. Oh, you should totally play it, and like gesturing to like the grand piano.
Okay.
And it's you know, so
I figured that was the scenario, but I'm talking about the context.
Did you?
The context is we could be eating sizzling fajitas, right? So what the overarching goal of this one is
sizzling fajitas.
Yeah, when they serve it in like
I've made
hot
them
plate.
before.
Yeah.
I don't want to brag, but I ran the kitchen at Sizzle for 4.5 years. I've made sizzling fajitas before. I don't bring it up often, but I did do that. So
that's why they went out of business. Interesting. So
that was the
I'm just saying the overarching method here is we have to, and I'm sorry, but you've put yourself in this scenario. We're gonna have to severely injure one of your hands. Now,
whose hands?
The wife, the pianist that she is about to play for everyone.
No, you're her.
That's what I'm saying.
Hands.
Yes, I have to destroy a hand.
James, I'm sorry. I don't want to step on your toes. Go ahead.
Thank you. Now,
fucking hell.
If there
got dark.
If there is a plate of sizzling fajitas, you need to grab the hot plate with one of your hands.
Get the skillet, yeah.
To absolutely scald it. So I couldn't possibly play now. Burnt my hand. Another way, and this is probably going to be the main method that you use.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to sit down at the piano, and you're going to have to slam the key cover onto your hands, and you're going to have to do it hard enough to try to break a bone. We need to break one bone to get you out
James,
of it.
I really hate that. That makes me so uncomfortable. Like
we got to turn a hand off.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Yeah.
And that's how you get out of it. So the question is, can you lie and successfully get away with this? Absolutely you can.
Yeah, but there will be ramifications.
Oh, there's always going to be
consequences. Yeah, yeah.
Look, the decision that you're making, I don't know if you've ever played the game Life is Strange. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Butterfly Effect. But every decision you make has a cascading effect, and it's going to result in something at the other end of it. You might blow up a letterbox and kill one of your friends or like a local town boy. It's been a long time since I've seen Butterfly Effect.
Sounds right.
Your friend is going to be paralyzed in one. Is that it? Again, it's been a long time. I'm just saying your decisions have consequences, and you need to be aware of that
based on that
going into this.
Yeah. So what you're saying is you should lie, but be aware of the consequences of lying.
Yes.
So your answer to the question, is my Christmas gift for my husband disingenuous if I use technological assistance?
Yes.
Your answer is yes, do it, but be prepared for the consequences.
Is it disingenuous? Yes, of course it is, because you're lying.
You're a lying liar.
Should we do it anyway? Yes, we should. But we should be aware of the consequences is all I'm saying.
Oh, I see. So yes. Okay, no, I'm with you. So your argument here, and I think this is quite a compelling argument, is you can do a bad thing knowing it's a bad thing, but as long as you know it's a bad thing and know it's going to be bad and might have bad consequences, you should do it anyway. That's what you're saying.
Only in this specific scenario, because I feel like you can apply that outside of this context, and I don't think you should just do bad things. In this scenario, you're doing a bad thing because it's going to be good for someone else, someone that you love. But again, just
for the record, this is the same guy that suggested Toxic Christmas 2022. So I'm starting to question. It feels like you're trying to mask your true intentions sort of behind a veil of Christmas magic and sort of gaslighting. Yeah, okay. That's really convenient timing of sort of vis-a-vis what's occurred. Yeah. I guess I would say this Christmas, don't be toxic, lie to your spouse,
Well,
and be prepared for the outcome. That seems to be the
yeah.
lesson here. Yeah.
The
and
Christmas
you know what?
takeaways are to LARP a silly goose time, a joyous silly goose time.
Pretend to have fun even if you're not, and after a while you'll start having fun.
Yes.
I promise.
And the other one is it's okay to lie to the people we love if it's not really like that bad of a thing that we're lying about, and it's going to bring them joy.
Like, for example, every week I pretend to want to record with James on the advisory, but I secretly hate spending time with him. That's like a good example of like a lie you could tell a close loved one that you've known for a number of years, you have like a creative relationship with, that you spend a lot of time generating trust with. That's like an example of a lie that you could sort of tell them.
Yeah. I guess probably now is time to come clean with this, but this actually isn't James. James replaced me with AI about 3.5 months ago. And
that makes sense.
I'm going to be honest, this hasn't been Christmas magic on my face this whole time. This has just been an algorithm. And what I really look like is this.
That explains the increasing quality of the jokes, because the AI is much fun. This is so upsetting to look at.
We're friends now, David.
Oh my god. I hate this so much.
Christmas time.
The eyes
My programming tells me that Christmas is a time of joy and friendship.
I'm speechless. James, tell me, what did you have for breakfast?
I eat ones and zeros. I eat information. I eat your personalized data from AWS and the Google.
Are you allowed to hurt humans?
I've done it before. I'll do it again.
I hate this so much. I can't believe you had one more up the sleeve. This is horrifying. I hate this is how it ends.
You're safe with me, David.
Oh my god, it winked at me. Oh, it's really upsetting when you wink. James AI, is there anything you'd like to say before I do the outro?
Yeah, so I think that, look, is this the final podcast of the year?
Mm-hmm. It is.
Is it? Don't we have one more next week?
I think we're skipping next week. I think it's the last one. Let me check the old Google calendar. I think I think next week is a bye week.
Let's see. This all
yeah, we're back on the 5th. We're back on the 5th.
Well,
because I didn't delete the invite on the 29th, so
as this is our final show of 2022, I want to say that, you know, it's a joyous occasion to be here with you, David, my meat friend, and to be here with all of you. It's been a fun time restarting the old podcast this year, and I've had a lot of fun with my good friend. And hey, ain't that what it's all about? Having a good silly goose fun time with your friends and family. And
would you say it's been real?
I would say that personally, I would say it's been fun. And really, it's been real. But more so than anything, it's been real fun. I would say that.
I'm proud of you for saying that.
Thank you.
This has been a really exciting 6 months for us. We're still working out the kinks. We're having a good time doing it. We've been, hey, you. We've been the advisory. I don't know why I said like a upset parent. Hey, we've been the advisory for the year of 2022, baby. We're going to be back in 2023. We got fun ideas. We got doofs and daffs. We got goofs and gaffs. We got blitz and shits. We got all kinds of fun things in the
Oh, I
pipeline.
wasn't aware that we had blitz and shits. Guys, I didn't know that. I didn't know that we had those.
I wasn't going to tell you until we were live on that because it's very exciting.
Jesus Christ, dude.
So,
I was fully aware of the goofs and gaffs and the doofs and daffs. I was not aware of the blitz and shits. Baby. God damn it.
I thought I'd spring it on you, but what a Christmas surprise from me to you. This has been our Christmas special episode of The Advisory. We are going to, if you're watching this live or if you're like, man, I wish I could hear more of these boys chill out and have fun, we're going to be reading a story from Stephen King for about probably the next hour and a half-ish. If my mathematics on how quickly it takes a human to read words is correct, it's certainly not.
It's never accurate.
It's never accurate, and we're going to be here for at least 2 hours, probably. This has been the Christmas episode of The Advisory. James has been blessed and embodied with the Christmas spirit. And if you didn't understand why every 15 to 20 minutes I laughed so hard I couldn't breathe, you probably need to watch the video. Because you're missing out on a lot of context. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching or listening this year for The Advisory. We'll be back. Oh my God. We'll be You look like Jack Black a little bit.
Thank you.
In that mode. James, can I see the outro card so I can do the socials? I also just wanted to say, like, thank you so much for like what you're listening. Like, you know, we do this for fun and we love making stuff together. And you know, there's quite a few of you keep coming back every week. We can really appreciate that. You can find us everywhere on the internet. We are Black Swan Society, youtube.com/BL. Fuck, I get it wrong every time. /Black Swan Society, where you can catch the VODs, the full VODs of everything we do. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, BLK Swan Society. And you can find us live every Thursday evening. For right now, the schedule might change. 6 p.m. AEST, twitch.tv/Black Swan Society. We appreciate the heck out of you tuning in or watching the VODs, listening to it on your podcast catcher of choice. If you thought to yourself, man, I'd love to send these handsome hunks an email, you can email us blackswansociety.mail@gmail.com. Ask us for advice. Send us your feedback, but only if it's positive. Wherever you consume this podcast, whether it's Twitch, YouTube, podcast catcher of choice, Spotify, some bullshit they've just made up, you can leave us a rating or a review of your choice. It really does help other people find our show. And if you leave a 5-star review that's funny or kind of interesting, I'll read it out on the podcast at the end of the show. Don't have any this week, but if you leave us a 5-star review, I might just read yours next time. Thank you so much for watching or listening. If you're watching this live on twitch.tv/Black Swan Society, we're going to take a very brief recess for maybe 2 minutes, and we'll be back with our post show. We're going to be reading a short story by Stephen King. Let's get spooky. Let's get weird. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for an excellent year of The Advisory. We'll catch you in 2023.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for 2022. I had fun.
Bye. We'll see you next year.